All right. Okay, everyone, come on back.
Hello.
Okay, so it should be good now. Jay to the rescue.
Thank you, husband.
Yay, Jay!
Jay.
Yay.
Okay, so recap. In session 6 of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. So, the three of you land in Hither after receiving some gifts for being crowned the Witchlight Monarch, and also stopping by Klarga's caravan. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was closing some windows and one of them just
Okay.
started making noise.
That's all good. Okay, so... Sorry. You guys land on a broken bridge, and then you guys end up climbing down the bridge using the giant mushrooms. Once you climb down, you land in a marshy, misty, dark land, and you hear singing in the distance. So the singing ends up being a band of herringons or rabbit folk. So when you guys approach them head on, and Zindi tries to gift a group of the group that she tries to gift them something. And they were not about it. They threaten to beat you guys black and blue. Meow Wolf tries to get them to drink from their cup, and the lead Lady Herringon spits in Meow Wolf's cup. Klarga ends up intimidating them to leave. Meow Wolf spots a balloon crash off in the distance. You guys end up walking towards it to discover a large leaning tower that the balloon has crashed in. So after you bust through the brambles at the bottom of the tower, you make it all the way up to the tower to find a dragon prince trapped in a large bird cage in the balloon basket. So Meow Wolf, you realize that this is the same dragon prince as on your card that you got from the carnival. You ask them to sign your card, which they do. The dragon prince reveals that his name is Sir Talavar, and that he was kidnapped by Bavlorna and held captive, probably for many years, because he mentioned that he needed to tell Tatiana about what's happened, but he also mentioned that it's been 15 years since Prismir's fallen. So he's being held captive for unknown amount of time, and he was broken out by a bullywug who took pity on him. So unfortunately the balloon started to malfunction on their flight, and they crashed in the tower, and Sir Wigglewog was killed. Very tragic.
Sir Wigglewog.
Sir Wigglewog, R.I.P. Pour one out. So Sir Talavar said to find Jingle Jangle the goblin, who Sir Wigglewog said would have a key. You give Sir Talavar some rations, and Meow Wolf then decides, via a feeling in their bones, that you guys should go east. You guys pass some nasty-looking streams, and you see a well with a geyser of water and trinkets at the top. You see 2 wisps by, and you also see a tiny stool and a whistle. That's what the trinkets are. So you try and take the trinkets, but the wisps start to show up in larger numbers, including a large daddy wisp from the river. So Zindi tries to offer a candle to the wisps, and the wisps respond by turning purple. Klarga says to put the whistle back, and Zindi trades her teacup that she was given at the carnival. Then it starts getting dark after a rave, jelly dance style, with the wisps. Starts getting dark, and a inn with legs and feet present itself to you guys. Zindi kind of feels at home at the inn. It is as pictured here, and then the owner of the tavern is an elderly druid woman whose name's Sue. She gives you guys keys to a bedroom upstairs with 3 beds in it. You guys retire for the evening. So, that night, Zindi actually has a very lucid dream.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Give me 1 sec. You rolled a 5, right?
Yeah.
All right. Zindi, you dream that
Yeah.
you're back at the pixie area of the carnival.
Hmm.
You remember Honeydew and all the
Yeah.
other little pixies. And a pixie who reminds you of Honeydew, but it's not, like, you know it's not Honeydew.
Mm-hmm.
Comes
As
up to
dreams
you
go.
and seems to, while all the other pixies partying around are not getting a rise out of you in any way, you don't think that anything's out of sorts, you sense a strangeness from this pixie.
Okay.
She approaches you and she begins by pulling you aside from the other pixies and goes, "Welcome."
Creepy. Do not like. Bad dream.
"We're so glad you've made it home."
Oh, well,
No.
I guess this is kind of my new home since I left the Fae, but I don't really think home is with the pixies. So thank you. Goodbye.
Hi.
So you this is it, you're like dreaming.
That was my dream responses.
That was all your dream. You're just gonna snap out of the dream.
No, that's just me being like, no, thank you in the dream. Just
Okay,
uncomfortable.
you try and walk off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. She slowly follows you, like pixie style.
Mm.
And it goes, "Where are you going?
Creepy.
You belong here."
Even creepier.
And so as you are kind of like walking away from her, you can kind of feel her get like a little agitated that you're ignoring her. And she all of a sudden the room morphs and you're no longer in the pixie area in the carnival. Instead, you're back in the dungeon that you saw your mother in. The not honeydew has morphed into a very like thin, disheveled version of your mother, and again, you don't think it's your mother. It's now like a twisted not honeydew, like she's like the other mother from Coraline almost. And she reaches out to you and she's like, "Stay with us." You snap out of the dream in a cold sweat.
No! Mama! I scream as I wake up.
Klarga and Meow Wolf.
I assume we're all on the same page.
Zindi, are you okay? What happened?
Oh, I just had the strangest dream. honestly, I can barely even remember it now. I was back at the Witchlight Carnival, and there was some sort of pixie, and then I don't know, my mother. Oh gosh, guys, I really hope that we can find her soon.
We
Did you
will.
get any insight in your dreams? Maybe any on where that could possibly be?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't very useful. I don't want to talk about it. Let's. Is it morning, Dee, or is it in the middle of the
So
night?
it's like, it's not the middle of the night. It's kind of like 4:30 in the morning. Like it's definitely before anyone else in the inn is up and about. But you would imagine Sue probably gets up in the next like 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay. Well, let's just rest a little bit before we get some breakfast, and yeah, I don't really want to talk about the dream. I don't. It was just a nightmare. Normal things.
Okay, if you say so.
Well, if you change your mind, we're here.
Sounds good, guys. So I decided to just rest it off. So I'm just spooked and kind of confused. It's that state where you don't really remember what your dream was about, but you're like, that was creepy.
Okay, so your guys' room is a pretty nice room. You can kind of tell like Sue hooked you up a little bit. Even though the tavern did seem kind of full, but then again, it's a magic inn, you know what I mean? She could have 1,000 rooms in here, you would never know. But she gave you a room that had a view. In the picture, it would be like on the back of the property that overlooked, they're kind of in a swamp right now, so it would be overlooking the swamp. So you guys do have a small balcony with a small stool out on the balcony.
Okay, I'm gonna get up, stretch, and watch the sunrise from out the balcony.
All right, so Klarga goes out on the balcony and just kind of has like a meditative moment to themselves and reflects about the carnival and the journey. Go ahead.
All right. I take a moment to reflect on how different the land is out here from the carnival. The sky looks really clear. And I take a moment to worry about Zindi's mother and wonder where out in this wild she is. Is anything visible in the distance?
Yes, there is a large hill, like a mountain in the distance, and you can see it through the fog, even though it's very foggy. It's a very misty morning. It's kind of dark, but like you're pretty sure there's a mountain over there.
Okay. Is that in the direction that we'll be traveling in?
Well, you guys are just looking for Jingle Jangle right now.
Yeah.
So you have to find Jingle Jangle. So unsure.
Okay.
And we have to help we're helping the prince, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's Jingle Jangle.
And then Jingle Jangle apparently was the goblin who has the key, and Sir Wigglewug thought that was the best person to go looking for. So that is who you need to find in order to save Sir Talabar.
I thought that Zindi had some sort of like gut feeling that we should be traveling like east, was it?
Yeah, that was Meow Wolf. And you guys were going east. Let's let's see. And then you guys came across the inn.
Yeah.
Can we sing in the inn? Can we do a performance in the inn?
Ooh, to make some money?
I mean, yeah, you absolutely like do whatever you want to do at the end. It's early as fuck in the morning, but you know.
Oh, it is. It's like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
I roll over in my bed and I turn to Meow Wolf and I say, we should probably try and talk to people in the inn and see if they can give us any leads on this jingle jangle. We gotta start here and we should probably try and gather as much information as possible or else we'll be totally lost.
And I pop out of my little sack of water
Cute.
that I'm sleeping in.
Cute.
And I go, yeah, totally. I definitely think it's a good idea to follow up with people and see if we can get any information on the whereabouts of what's Zindi's mom what's Zindi's mom's name?
I don't know. Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's Zindi. What's your mom's name?
My mother's name is
It's consumed.
Alestra.
Alestra.
Yeah, Alestra.
Alestra. Well, if we ask people in the inn, maybe they can give us insight if they know anything about Alestra.
Maybe that'd be a great idea. Maybe they met my mother before.
And hopefully we can find was it Mr. Bing Bong Wiggle Walk?
Jingle Jangle.
Jingle Jangle, sorry.
Yeah.
I just like that Meow Wolf like is just butchering people's names when Meow Wolf's name is Meow Wolf.
Hey. They're completely different types of names.
Absolutely. Yes. Okay. So it's 4 a.m. Klarga's taking a memento outside. And Zindi sounds like she's probably not getting out of bed quite yet.
Yeah, I'm just, kind of trying to figure out what we're going to do in the inn before we venture back out into the world.
Well, we just had a long rest, so that means we get to reset everything, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So on y'all's character sheet, there should be a spot up at the top, kind of in the middle, kind of on the right, next to campaign. It has a long rest button, and you just hit that, and it should long rest you.
Perfect.
Under condition? Hold on, I'm on my phone. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
Floor. Okay, let me just open it. And I'll long rest. Oh, I'm on it.
All right. So what do you guys do to kill, let's say, like 30 minutes to an hour until Sue gets up?
Wow. What would be? Oh, I guess a bakery could be open. Is there bakeries nearby?
Yeah, or we can. I mean, the inn might have a bakery. We could also try and explore the inn and see if we can if there's any.
Yes.
Any interesting.
Sue did make it. Sue made it clear that you guys kind of had the run of the mill, so you guys could certainly, poke down in the kitchens. I mean, there's no town around, so I wouldn't say there's like a bakery.
You can't pop into the local brewery
Although
or
you could definitely forage for stuff.
I'm gonna go ahead and definitely see if I can forage anything useful that can be distilled. Maybe
Distilled.
like maybe like citrus or um, something that can be added to potions. Are there any flowers or plants? Can I do a nature check
This is
to see if it
outside. This is in the kitchen. Where are you at? Where you go?
just outside the window?
Okay, so outside the window is like a murky swamp. So go ahead and roll a survival check. You have really high survival, so.
A 9.
Okay, like it's dark and it's murky, and you're just like, I mean, there's plants out there.
Right on.
You're like fairly confident that you could rustle something up. It doesn't look particularly appetizing, but you would make do. You're a frog. You see some bugs.
Buggies.
Oh, I'm out. I'm gonna do it.
You just jump
Can
out
I
the
do-
balcony.
Yep. Can I do an acrobatics or
Sure can.
Oof, a 5.
Okay, you roll a 5. Okay,
Yeah.
roll a d10 for me.
It's still early.
An 8.
Okay, so you notice it's like high tide right now. Don't ask me how everything is high tide. You've just noticed since you're a frog, the water levels fluctuate. So the water is 8 feet deep. So you go ahead and dive in, and you don't injure yourself in the tides.
Nice. Well, I look around as I swan dive ungracefully into the nasty swamp.
Belly flop.
I look for Keeks manages to fly out before I smash myself. And then I go in and look around this swamp and see if there's if I can get that fly and that bug that I saw in the distance.
Okay, so Meow Wolf, you swim out a little bit. How roll a d20 for me.
A 3.
Okay, you swim 3 feet away from your landing spot, and you notice some like skeeters, like water bugs on top of the thing. Not as fat and juicy as the bugs you saw earlier, but it'll do.
Yep, I consume them.
Great. Klarga, you're watching all of this from the window, just like, yeah, that's my friends.
Yeah. Nature's amazing.
The world is healing.
I've gotten up at this point, and I'm looking out the window, and I go, ew, gross. I definitely want to explore the inn and see, like,
Alright.
since everybody's sleeping, maybe we can.
So you guys open the door. I do believe you guys were in the 5th room. So you guys noticed that, I think she said 3rd floor, 5th room. So there is 3 floors. You guys are on the top floor. I can amend this later, but we're gonna say that was fact for now.
Okay.
So each floor has 10 rooms. And then at the bottom, there is just the large tavern area. It always has a roaring fire going. There's a bunch of like tables and chairs, like wooden. It's still a little thrash from last night, but you figured Sue would be up to clean it soon. And then you guys, there's also a kitchen.
I'm gonna roll a history check to see what I know about inns like this and like what types of like magic they might have, or like weird rooms. Are there any kind of like magical rooms or anything like that? I rolled a 16.
Okay, so Zindi, it's not uncommon for magical buildings to kind of appear when you need them. Like you mentioned before, this is the first thing that you felt was similar to the Fae that you used to know. You kind of poke around and see if you can notice anything different with any of the doors. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Wow, I rolled a 6.
Okay, so none of the doors look any different to you, except they have different numbers on them. You're not noticing any special clue. It just looks like a hallway, like a hotel, like an inn hallway. Doesn't seem like there's anything too out of the ordinary here.
Darn. Well, guys, I don't know if maybe the only thing really crazy and magical about this place is that it appears out of nowhere.
And it has feet.
That too, the feet, quite crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool. I wonder what kind of shoes it wears.
I'm gonna go outside and investigate the feet.
Sounds good.
So, Klarga, you make your way down. You notice as you walk down, there's like candles lining the staircase, and they magically like light as you're walking down behind you.
Gorgeous. Good interior design choice.
Yes, and so when you come out, you notice that the fire is just merrily cracking away. You kind of suspect that the fireplace is also magic, and you kind of make note of that. You go outside. It's cold. It like nips at you, and you step outside like really confidently, and your like whole boot is in mud.
Oh no!
Ruh-roh. I'll have to wipe that off before I come back inside, lest I get my hide swatted.
So you have I'm assuming, Klarga, that you have like large boots, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
So while your boots are very muddy, you're not, you're big and you're strong, so a little mud's not gonna stop you. You squelch over to the feet. You notice that it's just like a bunch of humanoid feet, and they are barefoot.
Whoa.
It's just kind of weird, and they're wiggling their toes in the mud.
Gross. And I envy.
Oh my god. Alright. I'm gonna tickle one of the feet, see if it can feel anything.
So when you tickle one of the feet, you tickle like the top, you tickle a behind the knee.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tickle behind the knee.
Okay.
Wow.
So you tickle behind the knee, and like the foot like kicks back on you, and like the inn like rocks a little bit.
Oh shit, okay. I better cut this out or I'll wake some people up. And I'm gonna say, good morning, feet. Thank you for, keeping us above the mud of the swamp last night.
They like, they kind of like move their toes happily.
Nice. Hell yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go see if anyone needs help in the kitchen. Let me know if you need anything, feet.
Yeah, let's do that. Maybe we can make breakfast for everyone, and that can be our... Let's go do that.
Lovely.
And then we can chat to people as we're making them breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nice.
as
I make sure to wipe my feet off before I come back in.
So when you come back in, you spend a long time like clonking off your boots. And you come back in and you see that Zindi's downstairs and she's kind of poking around in the kitchen.
Morning, Zindi.
Hi,
What are
guys.
you finding out here?
Can I roll again for investigation?
Sure.
Well, I've been looking around the kitchen, and I did roll a 19, so I definitely think I've seen some interesting things in here.
Yeah, so Zindi, you go into the kitchen and you see that it's very clear that Sue takes great pride in her inn, and she's got a trick or two up her sleeve. She's been running this inn a long time. Her larder is very organized. She has all the basics here. She pretty much has everything you could need to cook basically anything.
Amazing. Well, guys, I was thinking that maybe we could be like the kitchen staff for this morning, and that could be our payment for the inn, and then we could also like talk to people, see what we can learn.
That's a terrific idea.
Okay.
I will leave you to it. I cannot touch folks' food.
That makes sense. That might be a little bit of a health hazard for
Slimish.
non-frogs. Okay, so I look around, I like get some pantry items. I think I'm gonna do like just a basic egg scramble, maybe cut up some crusty bread, some nice like veggies and fruit, and I start just like preparing breakfast. It's gonna be like for whoever's ready when they come up and place an order. So
I'm feeling adventurous. I've never done much baking. Like, I always got my food just from the vendors at the carnival.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look up like a cinnamon roll recipe in the cookbook, because I'm assuming there's a cookbook in the kitchen.
Definitely.
And I'm gonna go ahead and make a large batch for my very first baking experiment ever.
Amazing.
Okay,
what should I roll?
So
what should I roll?
go ahead and roll. Let's see.
I'm gonna whisper to the dough like threats about, if you don't
Let's go ahead
rise.
and re-roll a performance.
Okay.
Wow, I roll a 22.
Damn.
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
I rolled a 10. Woo!
Okay.
It's your first time baking.
Yeah, so Klarga, it's your first time baking. Zindi is in her element right now. She obviously did a lot of like crazy cooking when she was growing up, kind of foraging in the Fae, and having like a nicely stocked larder is really the shit. So Zindi's kind of walking you through how to do stuff, but Klarga, you lack finesse.
I think I'm probably gonna be singing a little bit too. I feel in my something about cooking, singing. It all feels like similar, and maybe the smell of amazing food and lovely song is getting some people up, and hopefully will come talk to us.
I'm
My
sure it
cinnamon
will.
rolls come out like hella lumpy. Like, a lot of them unfurl, so it's more like, a cinnamon square.
Mm.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know what? I won't disown you, little cinnamon squares. I'm very proud of you. You're my firstborn children's.
Hold on, Klarga. It's okay. You can be nice to the cinnamon rolls. Let me try it. And I try it with the cinnamon roll, and even though it's not beautiful, it still tastes pretty good. So, hey, good first try, Klarga.
Thanks. You're a good teacher.
Thank you.
Bonding. Meow Wolf, where you at? Are you just in the swamp?
Actually, I was definitely out of the swamp there, but I was still swampy in smelling. As I'm walking through the inn, I'm looking to get a little bit of freshening so I don't smell like sulfur.
Okay, so Zindi and Klarga like kick you out of the kitchen, and they're just like, go upstairs and rinse off. So you go back upstairs, you go back to your room, and you notice that the bathroom is like shockingly dope. And you do notice that there is like a hand crank sort of system in and you've never seen anything quite like it.
It does seem like it is a bidet for me.
Do you use the hand crank system?
I'll use the hand cranks and see what happens.
Okay, so as you like crank the hand, you realize like it's kind of like a giant like well system almost, but there's like a giant spout that comes out on top and it just dumps a shitload of really cold water on you.
Perfect. I'm very excited about this. It feels nice and fresh to me, and then I can move forward and get dressed.
Yeah, you realize a little too late that there was a bucket like off to the side, and you're like, oh, I should have gotten in the bucket and then hand crank. Oh well, and you're just like, I hope they don't bill me for that damage to the inn. Anyway.
Oops.
Okay, yeah. So you put your clothes in the bathroom to kind of like maybe you rinse them off a little bit, like you crank some water into the bucket and you soak your clothes in it a little bit. And then you change into some fresh clothes.
Perfs. Ready to go down and have second breakfast.
Nice.
Perfect. Okay. So you go downstairs and you smell the cinnamon rolls, which, even though they're kind of lumpy, smell bomb.com. As you guys are there, you guys start seeing some guests come down.
Right.
So you have like a young teenage elf. And you also see what you assume is to be his caretaker.
Is it also an elf?
Also an elf.
Okay.
Are they gonna come up for breakfast?
Yes.
Or you know what? I say I'm gonna roll for performance and I'm gonna sing a merry breakfast song. Roll to 24. I say, come on, come one, come all to the best breakfast of all. Have wonderful eggs, cinnamon square, and make sure that your tummy is full and fair. And,
Wow, that was great.
To hit. Thanks.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for that.
I did roll. I rolled a 24. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So, as the teenage elf was coming down, like he looked a little emo. He looked a little surly, and then his caretaker kind of also had like a little snarl on his face, and you were just like, Oh, these guys need a little pick me up. So
Yeah.
as you burst into song, like they both kind of like crack a smile a little bit, and they come over and sit at the bar.
Cool. I say, good morning, folks. Hey, kid. Breakfast is your choice of an omelet, some fresh toast, cinnamon buns, and fruit. How does that sound?
Oh, hey. Yeah, I'll take a cinnamon roll.
Nice. I serve him up a cinnamon roll. You guys from around here?
So the teenage elf starts scarfing down the cinnamon rolls.
Klarga's chest swells with pride.
Yay.
You can tell he's like chewing them like really hard, so you're like, maybe they were a little doughy, but then you're like, I like them doughy, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So this time the older elf speaks up. Yes, we are from around here, I would say. I'm taking this young boy back to his mother.
Ah. So you're not like his parent.
Oh, no, I'm actually his uncle.
Cool. Well, you know what? I'm also on a journey looking for my mother. I wonder, she's actually an elf too. Maybe you know her. Her name is Alestra. Have you ever heard of her?
Go ahead and roll for insight.
15.
Okay, so he thinks about it for a second, and he's like, Alestra. Well, I'll be honest. It's not really ringing a bell, but tell you what, when I get back to the village, I'll ask around for you.
Thank you so much. What village are you on your way to?
He name drops. What was the name of your village?
My village?
The village you grew up in your.
Did I ever name my village? Let me see. Please hold on.
Hold to remember plot points.
One sec. Where put it? Hold on. There's too many things open. Where is my... Fuck. Not the game log. Where do I find my notes? Is it under notes?
For your notes.
I don't think.
Yeah,
I never named the town.
Okay.
The town is called Smokeland.
Smokeland.
Smokeland. Thank you.
Would you
Smokeland?
in the chat for me?
Smokeland.
Okay, like Marvin.
Like Smokeland? Schmokeland.
No, the schmo is just, it's a import, I know it's hard. You're not from the Feywild. It might be kind of hard to pronounce.
Okay. Good luck saying that in a British accent, Zindi.
Sure, I'm taking a break for that for today.
Yeah, you wake up and you all of a sudden don't have your accent anymore. Okay. So the uncle elf goes, "Oh, well, have you ever heard of Schmokeland?"
I kind of go a little bit pale. I haven't been back to Schmoklin since I left, and I really didn't love the time I spent growing up there, but I kind of just like I go, oh yes, I actually was grew up there. I was raised there as a young one. It's been a while. Yeah, my mother's actually from there.
Oh, well, that's quite the coincidence, isn't it? Well, listen, I'm just trying to see young Nyx here off to his mother's land. It's a long story, but long story short, he can't live with me, well, he's not my responsibility. So off to his mother he goes.
Well, Klarga, what say you?
I say that why were you entrusted with this kiddo in the first place?
Well, it was my brother's son, but the fool got himself killed in battle, and the son was living with him, and well, now he's my problem. But I don't want him, so back to his mother he goes.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I'm sorry for your loss, kiddo.
Yeah. Well, sir, one last thing? Have you ever heard of a fellow named Jingle Jangle?
Why would you be looking for that silly little fool?
We just have some business to do with him. We'd love to know where we could find him.
Well, let's see here. Last I heard, gee, where was it? Oh, yes. I think I heard about her being in Telemy Hill. It's kind of a bizarre area, but
in which direction is that?
Yeah.
He points to the mountain in the distance.
Is that Telemy Hill specifically?
I mean, honestly, you really can't miss it. It's one of the largest mountains around here.
Okay, and where is there a town there? Is Jingle Jangle just chilling?
Oh, there's no town. Are you sure you're from the Fae?
Yes. I've been gone for about, I believe 15 years in Fae time. So I'm just trying to reorient myself. You know how it goes.
You hear the kid, like, choke a little bit, and like, look at his uncle, and he's like, So you don't know about what's happened?
No.
But we like to hear everybody's take on what's happened from, get different perspectives. It sounds like it's, well, the Fae isn't the thing that as the one I grew up in. That's for sure.
You see the uncle, like, shoot the kid a dirty look. And he's like, never mind him. Things are different in the Fae all the time. This archfey that, this archfey takes over. You know how politics are. What's important is we're alive.
You said that your brother died in a battle. What battle was that? The Fae, I remember the Fae being pretty crazy, but I don't remember too many wars happening.
Why, the battle, it was just a small community skirmish between some bullywugs. It was a stupid fight, really.
I turned to the kid and say, "Is that true?"
Yeah, bro, like, the bullywugs, man, like, they just come to ransack our village a lot, and my dad was just sick of their shit, so, I don't know, he trying to fight a bunch of bullywugs by himself, and got himself killed.
Wow, that's really unfortunate.
Yeah, man, it's like a super bummer.
How long ago was this?
I don't know, man, like, a month ago?
Wow.
You sure do seem bereaved.
You like see him like do like the hair flip thing. And he's just like, me and my dad like weren't really close. Like he didn't really understand me, you know?
Oh, did he hate your music?
Yeah, man, like he just doesn't understand Jethro Tull.
Oh, I've heard of that band. Their flute is amazing.
Well,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, flute's fire.
Amazing. Well, kid, I was misunderstood by the people around me too. When I was your age, it wasn't fun at all. So, okay, I'm done talking to these people.
Okay,
yeah, bye.
So like the kid just like solemnly nods, and Uncle Elf, you know, shoos him away. Uncle Elf ordered omelet and a fruit. They go sit at a table.
Okay.
Nice.
So a few more people come in. You know, it's just a smattering of different races and different people. No one else like really like stood out to you or wanted to chat too much. Eventually the tavern like fills up a little bit. Everyone's just kind of quietly eating their food. It's pretty early in the morning. And then Sue pops up out of nowhere.
Good morning, Sue. Thanks for the accommodations again. They were very comfortable.
Oh, wow. Did you guys serve breakfast?
Yeah, we hope you don't mind.
Oh, no, I don't mind at all. This is one of the nicer things someone's done for me in a long time. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad. I hope, we wanted to repay you properly for your generous accommodation.
One good turn or deserves another.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I can't even remember the last time I got to sleep in like that.
Would you like some breakfast, Sue?
Oh my gosh. Are these cinnamon rolls?
Klarga?
Some of them are cinnamon squares.
Oh, well, of course I have to try a cinnamon square then. She takes a cinnamon square, and even though it's not what any of us would consider a extra delicious cinnamon roll, Sue's too polite to even, like, make Klarga question if it was good or not.
Klarga's beaming with pride.
Zindi, you, like, peer over at Klarga, notice how turned she is about this.
Amazing.
And I make sure I'm like, Zindi deserves credit. Zindi helps me out a lot.
Oh, no. I had nothing.
I bet you couldn't even tell. They were my first ever cinnamon rolls.
Oh, were they? Wow, you can't even tell. I thought Zindi made these.
Sue from Klarga.
So Sue stops, finishes her breakfast, and she goes, well, I'll be honest, most people just come and go through here, but I'm no stranger to these parts. I know when someone is looking for something, so what are you guys looking for?
We're looking for Zindi's mom. Ever heard of her? Amber?
Oh, Lespra.
Alestra.
That was so close.
So close. So close. It's okay. It's hard to pronounce.
Killing it today.
It's hard to pronounce when you're not from the Fae.
Yeah.
So she thinks, and she kind of hums to herself, takes a sip of her coffee, and she's like, oh, I remember a woman coming through here. And, you know, she didn't mention Alestra, but she did mention your name, Zindi.
My name? Well, was she... My mom has long, silver, purple, curly hair. It's pretty striking. Does that fit the description? What did she say about me?
No, this was a younger woman. Give me one sec.
Well, who, what, in what context? Please give me more information. I don't know anyone who would be talking about me.
This was a young woman. You can tell it's like a lot of people coming to the inn, and it's just, you know, it's a lot to remember. Goddamn everyone who comes through.
Do you have some type of ledger that we could reference, maybe?
Oh no, darling. Listen, my tax man hates me. I don't keep any records. And then she goes, oh, I remember now. Yes, she was young. She had an albino frog.
An albino frog?
There's another frog?
Meow Wolf, you know any weird albino frogs by any chance?
I mean, only the ones I was born with, my brethren.
Was it like a frog person, like our friend Meow Wolf here, or like a little frog?
Oh
Yes.
no, that was a familiar if I ever saw one. And she had a really, really special lute, if I remember correctly. Oh, what was her name?
Hold on. Wait. Didn't we recently meet somebody with a weird frog, like an albino frog? Where was that? When was that? Get slightly meta. Can I be? Is that true?
And then she snaps her fingers and she goes, Eliwick. That was her name.
Oh, did we meet her at the... Did you dance together?
Oh my god. Wow. Who was that again? Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. This is really weird. Why was she looking for me?
Oh.
Why did she mention you?
Okay, I remember now. Yes. Eliwick. And Eliwick Tumblestrum. Yes, very small little gnome bard woman. She has that very cute albino frog. Anyway, she came through one evening and she played a set, and you know, I was so taken with her music, and well, I chatted her up all night, and she mentioned that she couldn't stay, that she had to get to someone, and of course I was curious who needed such a woman away, and she mentioned that she was looking for a lost fae named Zindi.
Well, that's strange.
Wow. So someone knows you here, Zindi?
They must, but that was the person that approached me at the carnival, but I had never met her before.
As a stalker?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Absolutely bizarre.
Lucky, no one's ever been interested in me that way.
Oh, Klarga.
So good.
You can kind of tell too that when your reaction is like, oh, like Eliwick was like looking for me, and it was weird. Like, Sue's kind of, like, a little sassy about it. And then, go ahead and roll insight,
Okay.
Zindi.
Sue, what's this look? I rolled a 9.
Okay. You just see her give you, like a sassy look.
Strange.
Yeah, haven't, no Alestra, though. Just the Eliwick woman.
Okay. Okay, well, we're also looking for one other person. I think we know where they might be, but we'd love other information if you have it. Their name is Jingle Jangle.
Oh, Jingle Jangle. Of course you're looking for her. Well, Jingle Jangle lives at Telemy Hill.
What's the fastest way to get to Telemy Hill, Sue? Can the inn take us there?
Oh, no. I mean, I don't really have control over the inn, and the inn is meant to help people who are in dire need, but, you know, whenever you wish for us, we will appear again, so that is convenient. But, we can't take you there. You're not that far. It's just this mountain in the distance. Shouldn't be more than a day's walk.
All right. What should we expect for this journey? What do we need to prepare?
Well, there's lots of mud out there, and
Okay.
I mean, like, robbers.
Robbers?
Any kind of fey trickery. There are, things are not as they once were. Things are very dangerous now. All sorts of things can happen to you in the woods.
Right, Klarga flexes and kisses her biceps and goes, "Nothing these babies can't handle."
Yay, Klarga!
Yay!
And I'm arboreal.
True. Who is Jingle Jangle, Sue? What do you know about them? Why are they so famous around these parts?
Well, you can see her kind of get like a sad look on her face. And she's like, I mean, I wouldn't say she's famous. More like infamous.
Ooh, for what?
Well, she made legend has it she made a terrible deal with Bavlorna. And, let's just say she is not the goblin she once was.
Oh. That's ominous, but thanks, I guess, for the warning.
Does that mean that they are good or consumed with not good?
Well, people don't frequent Telemy Hill. But, people know she's there.
Okay. This
You must be lonely.
very mysterious. I guess we should go try and find Jingle Jangle, guys.
Yeah, let's go to Wiggle On.
Get this key for that dragon prince.
Alright, so you guys go back up to your room. You, pack up your shit for the day. And you guys head out. It's still pretty damn early. So we'll say, you guys cook breakfast. It's probably like 8 o'clock at the latest, 8 a.m. So you guys are fully squelching through the mud and through the misty nasty outside.
I've started singing to keep our spirits up with the squelch, using the squelch of our footsteps as a rhythm. To Tilamy Hill we go, to Tilamy Hill we go, to Tilamy Hill we go.
Klarga sings along horribly.
Okay.
And Meow Wolf beatboxes.
Nice.
And then skip.
Alright, so you guys walk along. Go ahead and roll a... One sec. Roll a d10 for me.
All right.
Everyone or?
Just one of you.
Okay. Yeah. 9.
Alright. So it's pretty early in the morning. You don't see anything. Like, out of the blue. You just hear the normal birds and bugs and skittering, and you guys are just having a merry little trek down the way. As you guys walk towards the mountain.
Okay, so...
Yeah, to Tillamy Hill we go!
Up there...
Yeah, tell me.
Okay, one sec.
Yeah.
Alright. So as you guys make your way through the mist, you start seeing a giant hill
The other guy
coming out from the mist. Eventually, you start smelling like a sweet fruit scent.
Whoa. Wow. That smells amazing. Do you guys smell that?
Ooh,
Yeah, it smells sweet in the air.
passion
Yeah.
fruit.
Or like bayberries.
Absolutely. So you guys realize that you are slowly moving up a slope. It's very damp. You're kind of like walking on silvery green moss, which blankets everything. And up ahead, you start seeing a craggy ridge, which is the top of the hill. It's pretty far away, but there is tons of enormous willow trees. And they're all swaying in the breeze. It is very quiet here.
Well, we made it, guys. I want to do investigation. Just want to look around. I rolled a 19. I want to make sure there's nothing dangerous. Yeah.
Okay. So you look around, you note the quietness, and you only hear the trees rustling. Since it's so quiet, you like literally don't even hear any birds. You hear creaking of the trees. Go ahead and roll a d4.
One.
You start hearing like creaking, and up ahead you see 2 trees come to life. And they start like, they open their eyes and they have like a face in the tree. And they kind of get up to their full height. And they approach you guys.
Klarga, my liege!
Yes, Zooks, this is enormous.
Wow! Hello! Great sir, and/or madam, and/or Smizmar trees!
So they're slow, and they make their way over to you, and they stop, and they're very tall, and they like lean down, and they say, "Hello."
Aw, you're so cute. My liege, I feel like you might have the best of luck with these majestic creatures.
Ah, yes, they are beautiful. Good ancient tree of the Feywild woods. What information do you have? Have we done anything here to upset you?
Oh, we don't get visitors that often. But you pose no danger to us.
Has anyone who posed danger to you passed by in the recent time?
No.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a fellow or madam named Jingle Jangle by any chance?
The trees look at each other. Hold on. Okay, so the trees look at each other. And they go, Jangle Jangle is our friend.
That's great. We are on a quest. We were hoping they can help us with something. Do you know where we could find them?
They stand up and they gesture just over yonder. And you see a little cave.
All right. I think we'll be making our way there. Thank you, trees.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Nice.
And they kind of like they like reroot themselves and then like they become trees again.
Yep.
Cool.
Nice.
Love
They were
those.
quite nice, weren't they not?
Yeah, that was
You
great.
were. I liked them. Well,
Okay. So you guys walk a little bit more up the road and you come up to a little cave. The cave looks definitely you wouldn't have kind of taken any note of it if they hadn't pointed it out. Definitely doesn't look like, a sentient person lives here. Maybe like a pack of wolves lives here. What do you guys do?
we should probably make sure this cave is safe to enter before we just go barging in. Right?
Looks like there's wolves in there. Could I do an investigation check on if I am aware of like the paw size of the prints to see if they're dire
No,
wolves?
it just looks like wolves would live there rather than like a humanoid.
Hey, Keeks. Keeks?
Yes. Eep.
Caves are kind of your thing. Maybe you can go take a look ahead for us and let us know.
So Meow Wolf grabs Keeks and lets him perch up on his little hand, and you can just hear Meow Wolf go squeaking and giving some directions, and Keeks just whips by Zindi's ears, and flies a little bit through tries to fly through Klarga's cloak, gets a little caught up, and then just flies off of Klarga and goes into the cave.
All right, go ahead and
Well,
roll investigation for Keeks.
Keeks scored a 9.
So you
loaded it,
hear
y'all.
you hear Keeks like in the cave, and then Keeks comes out and does a lap around the cave entrance, and then Meow Wolf, you look at it and you're like, is this a key-shaped cave?
Huh.
A key-shaped cave?
That's interesting. I've never heard of such a thing, Keeks.
Aren't we looking for a key?
The whole cave is a key, or we're gonna find a key in the cave?
I don't know. It feels too too strange to not be something, you know?
It is shaped like a key.
It is shaped like a key. Well, I don't know, feels relevant.
Well, let's go in there, see if anything more key-shaped comes up.
Okay, let's do it.
All right,
Klarga,
so you guys
you
can
go
go in.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Klarga first, and then who?
It'll be me after Klarga.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
Zindi picking up the rear. Okay. So as you guys enter the den or the cave, sorry, you kind of like look around and like it's just a nasty dim lit cave. Go ahead and roll a perception check, y'all.
Okay.
All right.
15.
13.
17.
All right, so Meow Wolf, you see in the back of the cave, you see like a rock that kind of seems out of place, like maybe like it just got moved there.
What do I should I investigate? Can I investigate to see this rock further to see if it's going to trigger off any traps?
Sure.
Or is it okay, let me do my investigation. 14.
So you like look around and like, I mean, shit, it's literally just a cave, and this rock is like not as dirty as everything else.
So that means that there's like somebody dropped it there. Or it got
Yes, it
dropped.
looks like like it's like there for a reason.
Okay, so I pick up the rock, and is it a rock that I can like?
I don't think you. Maybe Klarga could help you move it.
Ooh.
Do
Yeah,
an athletics
Klarga
check.
flexes real fast.
I'll have you both do an
It's
athletics check.
so it's a big
It's
rock.
a fairly bigger rock. You're like a smaller frog, right?
I mean, I'm 3 foot, about like 80 pounds, 90 pounds.
Do an athletics check.
Ooh, I only rolled a 15.
I feel like for Klarga that'll be enough, right?
Klarga's pretty strong.
Yeah, so Klarga just like comes over and like Meow Wolf, like you had it, like you were gonna get it, but Klarga just like helps you out, and the rock moves, and underneath the rock you guys see stone steps.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Well, this must be where Jingle Jangle is. Is there a doorbell? No.
Nah.
Something.
No.
No, we just let ourselves in.
Okay. Well, I hope it's not too shocking or surprising. They probably don't get a lot of visitors like the Freeze said, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys walk down these worn stone steps, and they're going down, and it's getting like colder as you move your way down. You also detect a subtle scent of iron in the air. So as you come down, you realize that you're kind of like in a cellar. It's kind of a larger cellar, but you can tell that this is where whoever kind of spends most of their time. They definitely don't live in the cave. Like they live in this like not so secret hiding spot. But there is a sputtering candle at the end of the cellar, and just what is lit by candlelight, you see so many keys, and they're all hanging from taut strings that cross the walls. There's like thousands of keys on the floor, and there's keys just like all over the walls. Like everywhere you guys look, you guys realize everything in this cellar is just like literally covered in keys.
Whoa.
A lot of keys.
Yeah, so as you guys are kind of like looking this over, you hear the jingling of keys, and you see a little figure.
Yes. I absolutely now fully understand why this creature's name is Jingle Jangle.
Amen.
Mhm.
Oh, hello! Jingle Jangle, you don't know us, but we have been, asked to come find you. Greetings.
You see the little figure, like, come towards you guys, and she goes, how might Jingle Jangle unlock a bit of happiness in your lives today?
Well, I'm totally creeped out. Klarga.
Okay, we need help. There's a dragon prince that's stuck in a cage.
Oh, a cage, you say. So you need a key.
That'd be good.
Seems like you have a lot of keys here.
Keys, yes, keys. I love keys. Keys are my favorite thing. Jingle Jangle loves keys. You see her, and she keeps coming closer, and more into the light. And you see, like, she's not a threatening character. Okay, hold on. I actually have a picture of her. Bada bang. Okay, so you see she's not, like, a threatening character. She's just, like, not all... Like, you can see in her eyes, like, she's a little gone. She's a little lost in the sauce.
Oh dear.
Something bad happened to Miss Jangle Jangle.
Yeah.
So you see her, she gets really excited, and, like, her coat starts jingling. And she goes, yes, what kind of cage? What kind of cage? What kind of key? What kind of key?
Well, it's a cage at the top of a tall tower. Oh gosh, I don't really remember all the details.
Yeah,
What information do you need to help us get the right key, Jingle?
Oh, I need to know what kind of object needs to be unlocked. What size key? What color key? What?
it looked like a giant birdcage, kind of.
Birdcage. Jingle Jangle knows the key. Silver birdcage, gold birdcage, brass birdcage, copper birdcage.
I'm a roll to remember what kind of cage.
Klarga, you remember it was a silver birdcage.
It was a silver cage.
Yes, silver birdcage. Jingle Jangle knows the key. Key. You see her, she starts just, like, she's on the, literally she, like, drops to her knees and just starts, like, digging through keys. And she goes, Jingle Jangle, find the key. So she looks for, like, kind of an uncomfortably long time. and she's just, like, muttering to herself, like, hella crazy. And then finally, she gets up from the floor, and she looks up, and she goes, the key. And she pulls a key down from the wall, and she turns around and has, like, a big, toothy grin. And she holds out the silver key to you. And she goes, better you should have it than those brigands, those long-eared brigands. They steal Jingle Jangle truffles. Next they want Jingle Jangle keys. Someone should give them a good shaking down.
I kind of reach out for the key and I go, wow, Jingle, that sounds terrible. What can we offer you in return as a thank you for this key?
She looks very pleased, and she says that, she's like, Jingle Jangle love keys, Jingle Jangle love truffles, and then she gets, like, a dark look on her face, and she goes, Jingle Jangle hates bunnies.
Hates bunnies?
Weren't there bunnies who tried to steal from us, though?
There were. You know, Jingle, we also have had some bad experiences with bunnies. Are there any bunnies that you need help with? They're causing you problems?
Yes. The leader.
Who is the leader, and where can we find them?
Jingle knows him by Agdon Longscarf. He has bright blue scarf.
Do you want us to, bring him to you, or,
No.
beat him up good?
Is he nearby?
The trees tell me that there's a secret hideout.
Alright, we'll go ask the trees where to find him.
How do we let you know if we've dealt with the blue?
Jingle just wants to be alone with keys. Jingle just wants to live peaceful existence. Is that too much to ask for Jingle? Jingle already cursed. Why not keys? And she's getting really agitated as she's saying this. So, stupid fucking bunnies always in my grill. And she's like, and she's just getting really exasperated. And she's like, Agdon Longscarf is all of Jingle's problems. Agdon must meet his fate. Agdon!
Madam Jingle, what is it that is terrible? It sounds like, they've been giving you some real trouble. What exactly is the fate that you wish upon this rabbit? Or what have they been talking
Jingle just needs to leave me alone.
Okay.
So we just need to make him promise to leave her alone or something.
Yeah. A little intimidation, Klarga, you'll be good for that?
Oh, totally. It's my thing.
I mean, Jingle doesn't care if you kill him, but yes, make him stop.
Understood, Madam Jingle.
So Jingle looks satisfied with this, and she goes, Jingle is appreciative. No one is nice to Jingle. Everyone mean to me, even though I cursed, and I am no longer proud goblin.
We think you're alright, Jingle.
When I was young, everyone in my town was unkind to me because of who I was, so I understand.
Jingle puts out a claw and is like, Jingle, understand.
I put out a finger. I don't really want to touch all of Jingle's claw, but I'm emotionally supportive.
Well, Jingle has many keys to sort today. Do not bother me again. You have key. Now go. Deal with rabbits.
We don't have to update you afterwards, or the tree will let you know?
The trees will know.
Okay. Hold on, I need a break. One sec.
Okay.
Meow Wolf, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Oh, okay. You were being very quiet around Jingle.
Yeah, I kept on wanting to say something, but I just couldn't think of questions to ask.
No worries.
My recall, I didn't even remember what shape the cage was, what color. I was like, damn.
You're like, damn, I got nothing. I got nada.
I'm just squeak, squeak, squeak.
Sometimes that's all you got, man. Squeak, squeak.
You're like, I figured out the puzzle on how to get down here. I'm good.
I was I'm kind of in awe of all the keys, and I'm my character.
That's even funnier that Meow Wolf's just like, damn, bitch, there's a lot of keys.
Yeah, and I'm basically actively fighting the urge to play with the keys, and I know that would probably be a bad choice.
You're so valid, Meow Wolf.
I'm like, one of my frog characters in one of my past campaigns was always inadvertently starting fights because my character was just naturally curious and it always set stuff off.
Amazing.
Best.
I will find a spot for us to take a break skis in a bit.
Okay.
Perfect.
And then we will resume on the 12th.
Okay.
And I will see you on the 1/2.
Yes. I actually get to see Emma.
Hell yeah! You going down to LA or are you going up to visit again, Dee?
No, Emma needs to do some bullshit in LA. So
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Are we ending? Or I heard
Oh,
something
no.
about resume.
no, sorry, we were distracted. We were just shooting the shit.
Okay, sorry. I need some food.
Okay, so yes, Meow Wolf. If you would like to ask something or say something to Jingle Jingle, you absolutely can. If not, I'm assuming you guys are peacing out.
Well, Jingle Jangle, you mentioned that a couple of creatures from the Feywild had mentioned they were your friends. The trees are your friends. Are the tree? What? Is there anything else? Any messages we can bring from to your friends for you?
She looks really sad. She goes, Jingle Jangle, only friends with trees because that is the only people who will be my friends.
Hey, Jingle, don't say that. You also have the keys.
Hilarious.
Alright, like, okay.
You are right. You are right. Jingle Jangle does have keys. Jingle Jangle has many keys. And then she kind of like brings herself back. Jingle Jangle knew many people before keys. Jingle Jangle don't remember too good. Jingle Jangle know that Bavlorna is the worst. Bavlorna is the reason Jingle Jangle like this.
Whoa.
So the keys aren't your choice? You mentioned you were cursed. What does this curse have to do? Does that have to do anything with the curse?
Jingle Jangle like this now. Jingle Jangle love keys. Jingle Jangle simple.
Oh. Is there anything we can...
Algernon moment.
Is there any way we can change that or bring you back to how it used to be?
Jingle Jangle's power is taken by Bavlorna. Only beating Bavlorna would free Jingle Jangle.
Okay, I think that's already on our to-do list.
Well, we'd love to help you out, Jingle Jangle. If we pass by Bavlorna, we'll make sure to do what we can to help you.
Yes. Bavlorna very bad, very dangerous witch. Do not make deals with Bavlorna.
Okay. Would Bavlorna know where, what's Zindi's mom's name? Aliestra.
Does Jingle Jangle know?
Yeah, does Jingle Jingle know Alestra?
Jingle Jangle have not heard of this name. Jingle Jangle don't get many visitors.
Perhaps you have the key to her jail cell. Quick, Zindi, tell me what color was the jail cell?
Zindi, you there?
Zindi? I see her, but she's definitely... Maybe her phone's
It's
not
lighting
working.
up, but I can't hear her.
Mm.
On me, it's not even lighting up.
Yeah, me either. I'm just gonna say, alright, Jingle Jangle, it was a pleasure. We'll go kick those bunnies' asses. Let's go talk to the trees.
Okay, so... Jingle Jangle bids you goodbye. And then you just see Jingle Jangle go back to another corner in the cellar and just start sorting the keys. And, like, even though they're just a hot mess, like, she's obviously just sorting them some weird-ass way. Muttering to herself.
Well, that seems like that's very detail-oriented. We should probably let her be.
Yeah, that was bleak.
So you guys pop back up. You guys make sure to take extra care to put the rock back on Jingle Jingle's cellar. You don't want anyone bothering her in her very detailed work. So you guys exit back out, and you guys stop where you kind of remember the trees being before, and you think it's the same trees, but you know, all these fucking trees look the same, so you hope it is.
Oh, trees! Are you there?
So again, like, magically, you see one of the trees, like a face appears. And he pops up. Hello?
Hello. We were told you would know where to find... Dee, what was the name of the bunny leader?
Agdon Longscarf.
Agdong Longscarf?
Mm-hmm. Let me put this in the thing.
Okay. We were told you'd know where Agdon Longscarf would be.
The
You've
tree
been tasked with kicking
blinks
his butt.
very slowly. And goes, bunny trouble. Bad
Totally.
bunny.
Yeah, we
I love that
were
thing.
going to do something about the bunny.
The tree points as far as the branches will let him north. And he says, "'Tis very far."
Alright, we'll add that to our to-do list, because we've got to free a dragon, but as far
Gotta free a few
north
people.
as possible.
I'm imagining, like, Klarga actually has a to-do list, like a little memo pad, and is like,
Hell yeah.
let me just write that down here. The tree blinks slowly again and says, I mean, no rush.
Thanks, friend.
Mm-hmm.
What is time, anyways? Haha, you're probably like 2,000 years old. How old are you?
I am 10,000 years old.
That's great. You don't even look a day over 5,000.
Thank you, little frog.
Can we count on you as friends too, in case if we get in any trouble?
Awakened trees live on this hill, and we protect each other. Evil in the woods that we do not want any part of.
What evil are you talking of? The one that cursed your Jingle Jangle?
Yes. The one that has cursed this land.
How do we uncurse the land?
Bavlorna must
Oh, that
be
cunt.
defeated.
I'm starting to hear a lot
Cybilna
of...
needs to be restored.
Alright.
Alright.
Sorry, Dee, what did you say needs to be restored?
Zybilna.
Okay.
Yeah.
The old archfey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys make your way down. Doodle-doodle-doo. So what I'm gonna say is kind of feel like now's a good stopping point.
Okay.
And we can free Sir Talavar next episode.
Nice.
Sounds
Good.
Sweet.
Okay. That was so much fun, guys.
Great game.
Mhm.
Lots of like meeting new characters and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I love how
Definitely.
you guys are so focused on the mission. You're like, no side quests. People
Well, I
hate
mean-
giving a side quest and I don't want it.
Wait,
All I
like,
can think about is-
spin.
Like, to be honest with you, I'm, like, kind of traumatized about Zindi's mom.
Yeah.
I'm-
Everyone's just like, I'm so turned about Zindi's mom.
Like, I am. I'm like, literally, like, let's go get her out of that dungeon now. Like,
Yeah, like, why do we have to do all these other things first? Like, fuck this guy and his
I was like,
birdcage.
maybe, like, yeah, it's like, it's interesting because it's like, it was such a, like, somber and, like, almost, like, really, like, sad, almost torturous scene when you described what was happening to Cindy's mom, and everything else has just been so, like, fun and, like, lighthearted.
I have
that I'm
been
like,
going a little hard on like Cindy's mom is fucking in this dungeon.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like, for me, I'm like, this is the biggest priority. Like for it's like interesting because like from a game perspective, like a little meta gamey, like all I can think about is like how everything's been very pleasant except for that. So to me, that's the most pressing thing because that's clearly the most suffrage in the entire game. Like that's it. Like that's something I'm like, we need to rescue her now. And maybe she can give us insight to the carnival.
Yeah,
Well,
I agree. Thanks, Lord.
Yeah.
I very much enjoy everyone rallying around Zindi. Great job, you guys. I have some really fun stuff planned for next session already. Because I think you guys know where this is going after this.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
And
Going to
I
fun
can't
town.
wait to roleplay that.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, awesome. See you guys on the 12th. We are not meeting on the 5th.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, my dude.
Bye, guys.
Have a good night, y'all. Bye.
Bye.